Good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning. So, as people start to make their way into Beamin 15, hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Ah, right. Another day, another collapsing anchors, another trigger in your life that we can remove. So for those of you that are watching back on the replay, welcome. And again, for those of you, if you haven't joined us before, quick reminder that we're going to be using a simple process. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. We're going to be using a simple process called Collapse Anchors for 15 days, for 15 minutes a day, to show you just how fast you can really start to move through a lot of the triggers in your life that drain your emotional needs. And we know that our emotional needs need to be kept topped up. So feelings of certainty, love and significance need to be topped up for us to have good mental health, for us to be able to feel happy and contented and get through our lives. So any of these little triggers, whether it's like I said yesterday, that the bath mat not being put where you want it to be put, that drains you. Just a little bit. And then there are some big ones, worrying about bills, worrying about a relationship, worrying about your children, and that then drains you even more. So in order to be resourceful through all of this, you can borrow resources from other areas of your life. Particularly, we're going to be using memories of times that you felt great, filling your body with those wonderful feelings. And then we're going to be using those feelings, those resources, to kind of transfer them where you need them, so that instead of being triggered by something, you have the resources to cope with it and deal with it, so that you feel it is what it is. And by doing that over a period of condensed time, over 15 days, you'll really start to notice how you're just feeling a bit more calm, you're just feeling more resilient, you're feeling, oh, that didn't bother me, why am I feeling so happy today, why am I more positive? So over 15 days, obviously you can do it for every day of your life if you want to, but I just wanted to do a kind of quick showing everybody, just showing up, being consistent makes such a difference. Good morning, everybody. I'm just looking who's here. Rosina's mind's blown already. That's good. That's good. Oh, brilliant. Oh, yes, and we've got little babies watching as well. Good. Never too early to get them started. Right, okay, so let's crack on with today's trigger that we're going to remove. And again, like I said, we're going to be doing all the kind of things that irritate you, annoy you, trigger you to sadness, guilt, whatever the negative emotions are this week. And then next week, we're going to really focus in on things that you want to achieve but haven't yet, and the limiting beliefs holding you back. And we're going to use the same process to show you how you can remove those limiting beliefs and move forward towards things in your life. So lots of fun to be had. All right, so close your eyes for a moment and think about what's going to make the biggest difference to you today. What, if you felt totally resourceful around it, would make the biggest difference today? Perhaps something that comes up more than once for you, so it's not just specific to today, although it can be. So let's start thinking about what we're going to collapse anchors on. Okay, stay away from anything that's a phobia. There's specific techniques for that. Really stick to fear, anxiety, guilt, anger, frustration, guilt, and so on. So has everybody got one? Everybody got one, they're ready. Okay, so a specific situation that's coming up today or has already happened. Okay. All right. So when you've got that, put that aside for a moment. And normally if I was working with you one-on-one, remember, we would then choose specific resources for that situation and the feelings that you felt around it. Because we're doing this as a group, we're going to stick with the 4 most helpful generic kind of resources for any situation. So because we're not doing this one-on-one, you might have to repeat this exercise on your own. If you've got anything left, any negative emotion left at the end, just repeat it again. Okay, that's perfectly reasonable. So let's start with anchoring unconditional love. So right hand for all the powerful resources, squeezing thumb and finger together when you feel the emotion, okay, not before. So when you're ready, close your eyes and remember a time that you felt total unconditional love for someone or something. You felt unconditional love for someone else or something else. Go back to that time, float down into your body, see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of total unconditional love. Breathe how you breathe when you feel total unconditional love. As soon as you get that feeling, squeeze your finger and thumb together on your right hand. Notice what you're saying to yourself when you feel total unconditional love. With every cell of your body, more and more unconditional love. More and more with every breath. More and more unconditional love. Good. And then relax your finger and thumb. Good. And hopefully by now you're starting to use the same memories if they're good ones, or find new ones. Now we're going to remember a time that you felt totally certain. So close your eyes and think of a time that you felt totally certain. Notice how your body already responds to the idea of that certainty, whether that's control or power. And allow your body to get into that lovely state of control, certainty, power. Float down into your body and remember that time that you felt total certainty. Good. See what you saw, hear what you heard, and feel the feelings of total certainty. Breathe how you breathe when you feel total certainty. Good. And as you start to feel that feeling, squeeze your thumb and finger on your right hand. Stronger and stronger now with every breath. More and more certainty in your body. Notice what you're saying to yourself that makes you feel totally certain. Stronger and stronger with every breath. Stronger and stronger with every breath. Good. And then relax your hand. Cool. Okay, the next one is significance. Feeling really good about yourself, feeling valued, appreciated. Find a memory where you felt really good about yourself, okay? Really valued, really, it's about self-worth. So when you're ready, close your eyes and remember a time that you felt totally significant. Go back to that time now, float down into your body, see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of total significance. Feeling really good about yourself. Breathing how you breathe when you feel totally good about yourself. Squeezing thumb and finger now to capture that feeling. Stronger and stronger with every breath. More and more significance. Notice what you're saying to yourself that gives you that feeling of significance. Stronger and stronger with every breath. Good. And then relax your finger and thumb. Last one, joy. So remember a time that you felt totally joyful, had such a good time, whether that's laughter or just fun or just pure joy. So when you're ready, close your eyes and go back to a time that you felt total joy. Okay, float down into your body, see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of total joy. As soon as you get that feeling, squeeze your thumb and finger together to anchor it in. Breathe how you breathe when you feel total joy. Stronger and stronger with every breath. That's it, good. Stronger and stronger with every breath, more and more joy. Notice what you're saying to yourself when you feel total joy. Good. Say it to yourself inside your mind. Good. And then relax your thumb and finger. Okay. So my obsession with breakfast continues. So what's everybody having for breakfast? Let's do a quick break state. What are you all having for breakfast? You've got to beat chai pudding from yesterday. That was epic. Never had chai pudding. Cool. No one's having breakfast today. Oh, sorry, David. Sore point. Oh, porridge. Yeah, eggs and juice. Nice. Good. Okay, good. Right. So that's enough of a break state. So give your thumb a finger a squeeze and just check that you get that kind of that rush of feelings. Okay. If not, keep practicing. Just make sure you're absolutely letting yourself be in state. There's lots of different ways to help you get in state. So post in the Time to Thrive group if you need help working out how to get into state. All right. So if that's where you want it to be, then we move on to anchoring the unwanted situation. So when you're ready, close your eyes and think about what it is that you want to collapse anchors on today. Okay, what is that situation that if you had resources in it and you felt neutral about, your whole day, maybe even your whole week or life would improve? That specific situation. And when you're ready, walk through that situation in your mind and allow the feelings to come up. As soon as they come up, your right hand's going to be relaxed. Your left hand, thumb and finger, you're going to squeeze that together to capture the unwanted feelings, whatever those feelings are. So just in your mind, walk through that situation, notice the feelings coming up. Notice how you breathe. Notice what you're seeing, hearing, saying to yourself, and how you're breathing. Specifically notice what you're saying to yourself if you can, and squeeze your thumb and finger to capture. As if you only had to feel these feelings one last time. Capture them all in there. Don't make them any bigger, just feel them as they are. Okay, and then relax your thumb and finger when that's there. All right, I'm not going to test that one today. I'm going to assume that that's in there to save a bit of time. All right, so we'll break state though. So I'm going to read through the comments about the breakfast. Okay, Claire, you've got bees. That's epic. I want bees. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. So porridge with that's one for me today. Porridge with your own honey. Lovely. All right. So when you're ready, we're going to just collapse anchors, and that's all you have to do. Just squeeze your fingers together. Don't have to do anything cognitively. Just let your thoughts wander. But as you squeeze your fingers together, you might notice that you go backwards and forwards between one emotion and the other. So into the one side and then the other, and then it calms down as the resources mingle with each other. And it rewires that situation full of those resources to make it neutral. So you don't have to do anything, just neurologically it just does itself. But sometimes you start to see it differently in your head. Sometimes, you release a few tears because it's built up over time, or it feels like a relief. Or you go through layers of emotions as they release. And it takes as long as it takes. But at some point, you'll just feel calm big yawn or a need to stretch. And when you're ready, let go of the situation hand first, leaving the resources hand on a little bit longer. Okay, good. All right. So, take a nice deep breath. And very quick break state. So count backwards from 100 in 3.5s. Okay, so 100, 96.5, 93, 89.5, something like that. Okay, some of you will now have to collapse anchors on counting backwards. All right, so quick test then. So when you think about that situation now, how does it feel different? So when you think about that situation, in the past, it would have given you those old feelings, and notice how it's different now. And ideally, the reaction is kind of, I don't feel anything about it. Like, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me. If there's anything left, watch this on the repeat and treat it as whatever's left as that's the emotion to collapse anchors on. Okay. Yes, I have a maths degree and I can't count most of the time, so it's money well spent. So where was I? Yes. So test. It should be neutral. It should be like meh. If there's anything left, just do it again on whatever's left until there's nothing left, until you just feel nothing. Now, just quickly, for those of you that can stay a bit longer, just quickly, on your resources hand, just give it a squeeze. There may be some left in there if it was very powerful. If not, don't worry. And imagine going into that situation now and notice how it's different. And notice how you stand more confidently. Notice how you stand more resourcefully. Notice how you deal with that situation. And see yourself and experience yourself experiencing that situation more resourcefully. So future pace, see it how you want it to turn out. If that's the situation coming up, now go back, anchor all those resources again, hold them on as you imagine doing whatever it is. If it was a presentation or whatever's coming up, imagine mentally rehearsing it, but with your anchors on, feeling really, really good about yourself as you go through that process. Okay. Repeat this process as many times as you like today. Once you've got the method, you can do it as many times as you like. Otherwise, I will see you in the morning for another one. So collapse anchors, and I'm going to be doing an arrow break in Leicester tomorrow. So a motivational event in Leicester, which is my first in-person event for about 18 months. Whew. So there might be some collapsing anchors to do tomorrow morning, but I'll be doing it from the hotel because I'll be there early. So yeah, so that'll be a fun. There may be some technical issues because I'll be in a different location, but yeah, that sure as hell will be fun, whatever happens tomorrow. So I know what I'll be collapsing anchors on. And I'll see you all in the morning. Remember to post in the Time to Thrive group what your experiences are and any questions, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, everybody, thank you. Thanks everyone. I'll try and get some video footage of the event. Oh, it's going to be fun. Lovely. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm glad you're eating again, David. It keeps me up at night, worrying about whether you're eating or not. See you, everybody. Bye. Brilliant. This video is going to be posted in my personal feed, but I'll drop it into the Time to Thrive group as well. All right, everyone. Bye.